most important about it?
Well, I deal more with the War of 1812, so my specialty is more along those lines, but this is dealing with something a few hundred years before. However, one of the important things about the Hudson Bay Company was it was one of the first companies that was created in Canada. And it was a company that was created with the natives and the French people who were first settling this area. So that it was pretty important along those lines. The country needed to make a little bit of money. The beaver pelts that were here were very popular over in England for hundreds of years. And so the Hudson's Bay Company got its start because people over in England had cold heads and they needed warm hats.
Yeah. Question number 2. Was there ever any fur trade in Niagara-on-the-Lake or here at Fort George?
Not necessarily any fur that was traded inside the fort. Natives had always been dealing with the fur. And a lot of the natives didn't like the white guys, so they didn't necessarily come into a fort like this. But they did still do some trading. And the native council house is less than a mile away from where we sit right now. And I would imagine that there was some trade that had gone on there and or down at the Niagara River, where a lot of the things, a lot of the transportation was handled on the river. So here inside the fort, no. But around the fort, yes.
Okay. This is my last question.
Okay.
What do you think Canada would look like today if we never had any Hudson's Bay Company?
Well, again, the people of England and the people of Europe were very interested in our beaver pelts. So I don't know that we would have had the people who are from British heritage and the Irish, the Scottish, even those that have come from Bulgaria, Romania, Czechoslovakia, places like that, didn't necessarily serve here or settle here early, but certainly came over here later. So the Hudson's Bay Company was integral at making or setting up the country for people who look like you and I to come here and live here as well. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very good questions. You're welcome. Excellent. Well, I hope everything goes well with your project. I hope you captured it all.